Greetings and welcome to Heart with Doc Martin, where I share with you my thoughts on various subjects and challenge you to think differently. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about judgment and compounding. So when we talk about judgment, judgment is the opinion or conclusion about a given subject, person, or reality. When we talk about compounding, you ready, is the process by which interest is credited to an existing principal amount as well as to interest already paid. Compounding can thus, and I keep quoting, can be construed as interest on interest, the effect to which is to magnify returns to interest over time, the so-called miracle of compounding. So why are these two things connected and what is the point? The point here is that so many of us sit here in judgment about the value of time spent in a given activity. And that it's, unless we spend an hour, it's not good enough. Unless we get to point X in a given project, it's not good enough. Unless we do Y, it's not good enough. And so what ends up happening is we have this opinion or conclusion about our activities that stops us from moving forward. So where does compounding come in? Well, compounding comes in because what ends up happening in lack of judgment is we allow compounding to take effect. Because compounding is the additive effect outside of finance of our abilities and initiatives over time. So let me give you an example. If you were to decide that you wanted to read and that you only had about 10 minutes a day to read, well, over the course of a week, 7 days, you will have read for over an hour. Over 100 days, you will have read for 1,000 minutes. And so what I want you to understand is small efforts add up to big returns over time. And so this judgment element that many of us are plagued with is we think, oh, well, I'll do that tomorrow because I don't have enough time now. The truth is that if you can spend 5 minutes without the judgment or the opinion that you have to get to X, Y, or Z place, you continue to make progress. The antithesis of that, the opposite of that, is if you don't do anything, if you make the decision that you're going to sit here and you're going to sit on your phone for 10 minutes looking at Facebook rather than reading for 10 minutes, well, that is a choice. But it's a choice that you're making without the recognition or understanding of the impact that compounding can provide. I read a book every month to 6 weeks. How? 10 minutes in the morning, every morning. That's how I do it. So my challenge to you is, what are the things that you want to do in your life? What are the small bits of time that you have available in your life? And how can you start committing in small chunks to the things that you want to do in life without the judgment of how far you can get in any given 5, 10, 15-minute session, whatever works for you. So think about the miracle of compounding, folks. If you ended up spending 10 minutes a day, where would you be in 100 days, 200 days, or 365 days in the case of a year? Think about it. So listen, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of our interviews, book reviews, or heart to hearts. And as I always end, I want you to remember that life speaks to you. And if you think it doesn't, you're not listening. Take care. Bye-bye.